And the game is afoot! I tried to start a prediction. It said an error had occurred. We're going to 3,300 tonight, yes. Double spinning edge, yeah. The double spinning edge. Double spinning edge. Double edge. Spin, 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 spin. Crazy, you're about to get it on the first try tonight. Oh, that'd be so great. If that just happened. You want on COCOM, Austin? Sure, alright. We'll go to my Discord server for it. Yo, yo, yo.
Hello. Good evening.
Austin SV, everybody.
Hey, hello everyone. Hello, chat.
Editor for my channel and reviewer of ports of video games.
Mm-hmm.
Under Mr. Gorgonoff saying, as a follower from the olden days, throwing 10k channel points per hunt stream, and I'll be curious what happens first, the shiny or me running out. Oh my god.
I've got to work on Persona 4, which has been significantly less work compared to 3. And it's been really nice.
I figured that'd be the case.
4, hardened me. 3 hardened me. And now, 4, and then especially 5, it's pales in comparison.
Just gonna be incredibly, a significantly, you've climbed the Matterhorn, and now you're just, this is like walking up a hill.
Right. Yeah, it's only gonna be a little more than 10 minutes. Rita is good. She is napping.
Aw. I'm glad that both you and her had a good time at Colosseum this year.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was great.
You were consistently shocked at the fact that Rita wasn't getting tired throughout the weekend.
Right, not even when she gets a lot of exercise, she'll limp because she's old.
Mm-hmm.
She's an old dog. So it's really weird how she was constantly on her feet every day and she was fine. It could be the hills. There was significantly less elevation.
Mm-hmm.
And even when we got home, it really didn't see anything, because usually if a dog is having fun, they're gonna ignore their pain for a little bit.
And then once that ends, they kind of show off how tired they actually are.
Yeah, but no, she was fine.
I always feel so bad for the people who vote yes on these.
Yeah, but what if? It's 90% or whatever.
It's their version of Let's Go Gambling. Oh, dang it! Oh, dang it!
Oh, dang it.
Planning on doing a long drive this year, so maybe next year I'll drive. I'll drive to Colosseum and bring Manatee along. It's a shorter ways than driving to Connecticut, idea. So yeah.
I'm glad I got it in because, like, for she's fine. She's probably I think she'll be fine in a year's time. But for the amount of travel and everything, it might not. That would probably be pushing it. So I'm glad she got the time in now to see everyone and have a good time.
To be able to get all the attention that she so craves.
Yeah.
Hi, Bug. What are you doing? I think I'm gonna take him to the vet.
Nope.
In the very near future, because this trip is coming up soon. I want to make sure he's good for travel, first of all, and second, I ran out of a medication for him that's supposed to help with his kidneys, because Shar-Peis have notoriously poor kidney health. So I just want to see. I just want to see like what his like his kidney protein levels are, and if he should be like permanently on that medication.
Right. I was lagging. Were you able to hear me?
Yes, I could hear
I was just on board with what you were saying, because, yeah, I heard that as well, so we'll see. My internet's been doing a weird thing where, and it's for the whole house, too. It's not just my PC, where it cuts for, like, a second, and then it just... just because it's, like, off for a second. Yeah.
That's wild that it just cuts off.
I felt so
for
bad. That happened. It happened like last night in the middle of under night matches. I felt so bad because it shut down the whole lobby.
Oh, jeez. Even if it's just disconnected for that long?
Yeah, it was just for a split second. Like I was just logged into 14 and it didn't log me out. Your stream stopped loading, but there was still a connection.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's frustrating. And I don't know where to start. I don't want to call the ISP. The router says it's still on uptime. The router didn't restart or anything. All the ports, which are your favorite? Let me go look at them.
I was about to address that.
Which are the favorites?
I like the.
I'm glad you asked that instead of the opposite.
What's your least favorite? What is your least favorite?
It's the most frustrating ones where I want to gas them up, but at the same time, Bandai Namco does not put effort in, so I can't do anything about it. Oh, Star Ocean 2's remake was so good. Yeah, that was a great one.
One of my favorite little bits you did in one of the earlier ones, I think it was Final Fantasy. It was one of the PS1 Final Fantasy games. Where you put the PS1 disc into like every console is compatible
Switch.
with, and then on the Switch you just drop it into the dock.
Yeah.
Hello, you seem weirdly familiar. I'm sure I've never watched any of your streams before or YouTube vids. I've gotten around. Like I've like collaborated with a bunch of like other people from like Chill's group of friends there, to Achievement Hunter, to Throne Controllers, to recently VShojo VTubers. I'm the Skull Kid. I was Skull Kid and Scott Falco's totally legit Majora's Mask speedrun. What everyone knows me for, though, is the Tootsie Pop Soldier from Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. I had one line and then I died. I said, how many licks did it take? I've never been on Did You Know Gaming, no.
And another one I would say is Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. Or Tactics Ogre Reborn, as the remaster is.
Never heard of Tactics Ogre.
They did a great job in rebalancing that, because the PSP one had whack balancing, but it was kind of in a player power fantasy. And then the new version kind of rebalances it pretty, like, intelligently. and I was really appreciated. But that's still a point of contention, just because like the PSP one is a lot more fun in how much more of a power fantasy it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can break it way wide open more.
I like games where on a first playthrough, like, you kind of like, you struggle because, like, you don't know the strats, and then, like, if you play through it again, then, like, you either know the strats, or B, you found some, like, horrifically powerful combination that you could just use from the beginning and just power through the game.
Oh, you could do that with Final Fantasy VIII. If you know how the card game works in Final Fantasy VIII, it's so funny. But that's made me enjoy it, breaking it wide open, just pulling cards you really shouldn't be pulling right away has made it more fun. Though I felt that about Final Fantasy IX, which Final Fantasy IX is my favorite Final Fantasy. But the first playthrough of Final Fantasy IX was so frustrating because there's a big gap in difficulty between everything else and the actual final boss. And the final boss also plot-wise just kind of comes out of nowhere. So that was also frustrating to fight this enemy I was not prepared to fight, who was also just not relevant at all to anything. But then, like, you have to spend all of Final Fantasy IX prepping for that final boss, and doing that, no, is actually pretty sick.
So you could break Final Fantasy IX wide open, right?
Probably not as 9?
Probably not as badly as 8, but you probably could.
No, I don't think you could break any of them besides like 2 as bad as 8. Nah, 9's just a grind for the everyone's ultimate weapons. That's all you need. You need to set up 4 party members that are going to do 9,999 reliably. So it just depends on your party composition and who you want to work with.
I think one of the coolest things I did in Final Fantasy X was the limit break, where you could deal 5 digits of damage if you unlock the right thing on the sphere grid. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's Ozma. Some of the I'll never fight some of the super bosses in those games. I've cleared one because of with the Pixel remasters. I cleared everything 1 through 6 100%. But the super bosses in any other game, nah, it's not happening. The fucking weapons, Ozma and 9, nah, it's not happening.
Was there really anything different with them that you could report on?
Not like off the top of my head, but I know as I look, if I were to look back into it, it would just get frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was like, I understand the lengths I have to go to be able to fight this boss, and I am not strong enough for it. Oh, that was Final Fantasy 12 as well. Final Fantasy 12 super boss, which sucks because I cleared everything else in Final Fantasy 12 except like the last 2 super bosses. And I gotta live with that.
I was in that co-op Luigi's Mansion thing on Emil's channel when he did Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Yeah, I've covered the Battle Network games. I've covered both the ports of them, and then I did a separate video on the version, like between White and Blue Sun and Red, and Blue Moon and Red Sun, just because I love Battle Network so much.
Oh yeah, when we did our Archipelago, you did Battle Network, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again, but I've done 2 Archipelagos where I've done Battle Network 3.
I hate that my final thing was locked behind Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
What a pain in the butt.
Man, Battle Network 6 was so good. Man, they were doing Battle Network at EVO you can bring whatever consoles you want and run whatever tournaments you want. So Battle Network has been at EVO before, and this year they were at EVO as well. But this is the year they get to use the Legacy Collection, and the Switch version of Battle Network has like LAN play, as if you had like GBA wireless.
Oh yeah.
It seemed like they were having trouble, because I was watching 9 other streams at the same time. It seemed they were having trouble with the connection while one was docked. And also because, to stream it, they have to change which switches are going to be in the docks. So it looked like that became too much of a hassle. And like halfway through later in the stream, it was just started being filmed like over the shoulder. So for stream presentation, that sucked. But I mean, it looked like fun.
Nope.
Remember,
and definitely Battle Network 6 PvP is a lot of fun.
The moderators for the website legendcup.com did a Monster Rancher 2 tournament at a Combo Breaker.
That's sick.
I just think it was the moderators. I think like Moosebones headed it up. I don't know like how much. I don't know if he's got a connection to Legend Cup as like a contributor or not.
You just bring whatever discs, or did it use a modded version?
People bring their... Well, if it's... I actually don't know how the tournament was run. If it was run through the PlayStation version and people brought their memory cards, or if it was run through the Switch version and they just like... Because you could download people's monsters in that game with a code for multiplayer battles. But the problem with those ones is that you don't control the monster.
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of... I mean, the memory cards make more sense, but everyone bringing discs just for that.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna summon this very specific monster through, let me just get my Oingo Boingo CD to Evo, so that way I can make sure I get the right monster for what I need for it. What about the Steam version is the same. Yeah, Steam version is the same as the Switch version, where you can download people's monsters for multiplayer.
We did when we did the Archipelago on G2B, Max did Sunshine, which is also like it was in an alpha state. But it made me think about, and especially the other games we picked, because we wanted everyone to do games they could complete. But there was a lot of games where you couldn't really... What are you getting from other people in Sunshine?
For completion's sake, the thing that you're only getting like 7 things in Sunshine. And like,
yeah.
Maybe like the nozzle upgrades as well.
Yeah, that wasn't working at the time. He wanted to try it. Well, he wanted... Okay, so Omnio did the GBA Yu-Gi-Oh game, which was a
Eternal Duelist
mistake.
Soul?
No, it was a Ultimate something. It was more of a tournament one.
It was a World Championship one? Okay.
Yeah, World Championship. It wasn't like a walking around RPG. And in that one is interesting because it's not just duels 1, but that game has challenges you have to complete.
Oh yeah, so it's like a weird calendar system, right?
That one, no, there's no calendar system.
Okay, in Eternal Duelist Soul there was a calendar system.
There's just like challenges, and let me go find the one for that Max got stuck with. So for Max to get his hover nozzle, Omnio has to do a duel without special summoning. And Omnio goes, fuck that. And that's it. So we dropped that idea. The idea of getting the nozzles.
That's not even that hard in the old Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right, though he had a lot of setups he was immediately going into.
Was it win any duel without special summoning?
Yeah.
Okay, you pick a shitter then, and you beat him up.
What's frustrating about the AI in that game that I noticed is they drag everything out. It's not that they try to beat you, they just try to drag the duel out.
Oh yeah.
And with how the rules are, they had plenty of ways to do that. It looked pretty frustrating. And miscalculated it because there was a way for, like, it'll put, like, for a lot of games, it'll be like, let's see, we'll do Sunshine. You need a certain amount of shines to beat the game, but there are more shines total in the game than you would need for completion.
Yeah.
So there's like a little buffer window, a little safety net.
You actually don't even need a certain amount of shines. You just have to clear mission 7 on every world.
Yeah.
So like, if people just send those your way, then you just win the game.
Yeah, they're working on that. They're working on ways to like do that. Right now in the alpha, it's lacking any of that. So it ultimately, after we did it, was like, man, that was kind of pointless. But it was we mistimed that with how Omnio's worked, where he has to do a certain amount of duels to finish his game.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially he ended up having to complete the game 100%.
Jesus Christ!
Because we weren't thinking of completing duels as the same thing as getting a certain number of shines for completion.
Nope.
But no, he had to beat every fucking duel. Not all the challenges, though. That's absurd. But I mean, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And going into it, we can just fix those settings, so next time it wouldn't be that bad. I don't know if he wants to do it next time, but I for sure do not want to do Battle Network again. I'm good. A little burnt out.
Yeah.
But the I mean, I'm still waiting to do Wind Waker. It doesn't have to be in an archipelago, but I need to do my yearly Wind Waker randomizer soon.
Oh, yeah. Shame we couldn't get that to work out when we did it, but did the multi-world thing ever get any better?
That depends if they added co-op specific co-op for it, but I don't know if they did.
Okay.
That's like a certain there are settings for that, but it's not like it has to be like set in. But I mean, at GDQ they did a co-op Twilight Princess in what we were trying to do. But it was already set up for Twilight Princess, which is crazy to me that Twilight Princess got that first.
Yeah, it seems like Wind Waker would be like the more natural choice to make a complete version of that for.
Right, even with like, even over popularity, that's just a, Twilight Princess is a longer game, right? So.
Overall, yeah. Twilight Princess felt like, this is probably just me, it's probably just how I played the game, but Twilight Princess felt pretty linear to me. So I was like, when people were discussing like randomizers for it, I was like, how is that even gonna work?
Right.
But people were able to make it happen, so.
Oh, they just shared info, so their items weren't physically synced in any matter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, never mind, that's different.
I see.
If that's the case, then that's really impressive to speedrun that. Because even knowing where everything is and then having to relay and then beeline it to where they say.
I'm glad I collected Wii U when I did, because Twilight Princess HD is over $100 in box.
Oh, God. Forgot what else I was considering. You can do, I don't know Link to the Past well enough for it, though you can just do Link to the Past up to like getting the Master Sword.
Nope.
It has like settable goals like that.
Yeah. The Link to the Past one randomizer went like is nuts in terms of how customizable it can be.
Yeah. 64 is, considering where like the shines can be, the stars can be in anyone's game, 64 is really not that bad.
Yeah. As stars are more necessary for progression than in Sunshine.
Yeah.
Remember when I did Breath of the Wild crowd control? That was nuts.
Mm.
There was one particular shrine I was trying to get to over and over and over again. And every time I did it, people would either send in deplete stamina, which I had to hover over to it. So deplete stamina, which would just plunge me into the water, or they would hit me with lightning.
Yeah, I remember the lightning.
There was one time where like I preempted it, and I just dropped my my paraglider like before they depleted my stamina, and they happened to do it while I was falling. So I was just like, "Ha! I made it. See you wasted that. Ha 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 ha." There was a lot of lightning.
I vaguely remember.
And then along came Zeus. Yeah, I made that do it. Actually, did you edit that one or did I? The YouTube short for that one.
The short for it, or
yeah, the short
whole edit? The short, I don't think I did it.
Okay.
I don't remember.
If Tears of the Kingdom crowd control yet? I feel like that's kind of up in the air considering the state of Switch emulators right now.
Right.
Oh, Gamer Mooney, thank you for this 46 months tier 1 saying good luck, hopefully Pink Quag the stream. Oh, and thank you very much, KYR, your mom's orgasm donor. Hey, Ruben, thank you for the follow. This is just... Listen. Speedy's community always has the best usernames.
Yeah.
I got you with that Jester hookup, thanks, man! Can't believe they didn't tell, they couldn't tell that it was muffled. Tom's Universe versus Chat's Mischief. Geez, that would have been, that was almost a Freudian slip. Thought it was so smart for that. Yeah. Just unfortunate of like the knowledge, because I do that a lot. When I'm Jester, I'll just go into an event and start singing.
And no one catches on. They caught on to the Executioner stuff.
Oh yeah, very quickly on that one.
Nope.
That was just Jeremy being sick of my shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, Ruben wasn't there when I sang Limelight. I think you won 2 games just from singing in vents. I mean, that one in particular was due to the fact that Ruben didn't know Jesters could vent. Pops out of a vent, disguises me, kills someone, and then because my voice is heard nearby, they're like, oh, that was definitely Tom that just mysteriously jumped out of a vent singing and killed somebody. A second, I could pop a follow on you from here. You singing Heat of the Moment at Kahlo lives rent-free in my head. Everyone breaking on the second verse. It's because all the, it's because every time, like, well, that was partly because of John's comments, and then partly because of, like, the head whip I did when switching over to John. How's Dawn Trail been?
Pretty good. I have enjoyed the increased difficulty. It's been more engaging.
Mm-hmm.
That's been a point of contention, as they were kind of making things easier, but we're at level 100 now, which should probably be getting a little more challenging.
Yeah, yeah.
It just plateaued, is the thing.
How, I mean, like, I guess, like, how far, I guess, like, you're at the max level right now and doing endgame content, right?
Yeah.
I guess where you are right now, how would you compare, like, if you were to, like, rank the expansions, where would you put this one?
It's hard to say. I think it would, for me, it would still be below Shadowbringers and Endwalker and maybe Stormblood, but the amount of, research and careful the amount of careful research they've done on cultures and how large nations act is so commendable, and it's something it's got to be respected, because it's for, especially with JRPGs and how JRPGs aren't like open worlds, they're open planets.
Yeah.
They're trying to, they world build to a literal scale in how 14's done it in Dawn Trail. The amount of research they put into it is so commendable, and that level of research, I can't think of another JRPG that's done it like that. It's something that has to be respected.
When you say,
it's almost pushing the medium forward.
Could you repeat what you said when you meant by research? Because, like, research on what exactly? Like, real world, like, large nations? Okay.
A lot of it is built on, a lot of this one is based on South America.
Okay.
Straight up to, I won't talk about it more than that. But, yeah.
So, wait a minute, spoilers.
No, just spoilers, yeah.
Tell them come back when they're a little richer. I still like think back to when we played Get. I know there's like the private Get Amp servers now, but like way back in the day when we played Get Amp, then I can't remember if it was Morgan or Orlando that had the Morshu skin, where they do
right.
like they do the one taunt where they're like kind of like going in a, like, moving their head, like, bobbing their head in a circle, going,
yeah. Yep. What made Stormblood so special for me was that was the first, like, launch expansion I followed. And also for that one, like, the final boss of Stormblood at, like, the launch week, you had to be there, because that felt like a final boss in its difficulty and its challenge, and it was so, like, fun. Just going through with, like, doing and running it with different groups of people, because it was pretty frequent to wipe, and just everyone, like, getting through it for what is a final boss and what felt like a good final boss. Yeah, it just felt great. But yeah, I understand if anyone puts Dawn Trail higher, because there's a lot of, you have to really respect how much effort they put into their research.
Nope.
And the amount of respect shown.
That's cool. It kind of reminds me of like those, like when they talk about the development of Sonic Adventure and how they went to like South American pyramids and whatnot to like research it. And there's like photos of them like with like a Sonic plush at those pyramids, and it's just really cool that they went to those lengths.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it's on par with.
I haven't looked at the list of crowd control games in a while. I've been
and people were I was gonna say people were worried about it because going into Dawn Trail and going into the idea of going across the sea like this, we are foreigners being brought in to what is the head of. We're being brought in and consulted with royalty, so there was a concern on where this was going in terms of foreign people being introduced and taking over, which, you know, that's not what happens, but there was a fear of that. But yeah, crowd control games.
I need to look into I haven't done it in a long time, so I need to look into what new stuff they got. I think they added a Hat in Time at one point, which I would really like to give a shot. Let me see what they got. Games. They have any in beta currently? If they are, they're usually at the top of the list, but I don't see them. Ooh, Cult of the Lamb is... That's interesting. Cult of the Lamb already has Twitch integration. I'm surprised they were able to incorporate crowd control with it as well. Is Elden Ring crowd control?
I think I remember hearing about that.
There we go, yeah. A Hat in Time's in early access. See, I haven't played Elden Ring, and my one instance of playing any sort of Souls-like game, I didn't do great. I made a character that I tried to make look like a Quagsire, but it went horribly wrong. They just ended up looking like some sort of alien, and his name was I think his name was Morp. The Pikmin one was fun.
There's not much to the story, but Final Fantasy IX was developed in Hawaii, just because that's where they were working.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can imagine, that's kind of like a, you know, vacation.
Yeah,
at the same time.
That's like we can hit the beach when we're not like doing things. It's crowd control for Mike Tyson's Punch Out. What the hell are the controls for that one? There's decreased score. There's defenseless, which I'm assuming either makes it so you can't dodge or block, or just that you can't block. End round. Increase the speed of the countdown. Give heart, so essentially restore stamina. Give star, so giving star punches. Various degrees of healing Mac and healing the opponent. Various degrees of hurting Mac and hurting the opponent. Increase score. Infinite stamina, invert D-pad, invincibility, lengthen round, next round. Next song, that's an interesting one. One hit KOs. I'm assuming that's on Mac. Pacifist, so presumably I can't punch. Play a jingle, previous round, restart fight, shorten round, slow the countdown, take hearts, and take star.
That was a lot more than I thought.
Nope.
I find it funny that Rocksmith has crowd control as well. What the heck are even the effects of that one? Increase song speed. Big note heads. Change tone to slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 4. No idea what that means. Drunk mode. Rainbow strings, rainbow notes. Shuffle tones every 2 seconds. Good lord.
God.
Wavy notes. Zoom camera in, zoom camera out. One of Chaz's projects has crowd control. His I forgot what it's actually called, but he essentially made an Earthbound randomizer, and that got added to crowd control recently. Chippendale Rescue Ranger, Hades. Only Up, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, HD renovation, Pizza Tower. I tried the Melee one. That was all right. It probably would have been better if I was doing it multiplayer.
Right.
How the heck does Bellatro work for crowd control?
Oh, God. Huh.
Wow, Unreal Tournament 2004 has crowd control. Oh yeah, Beat Saber has crowd control. Oh god. Oh no.
When are they putting Beat Saber in Archipelago?
You unlock something for another person with every note that you hit.
I mean, they have Osu and they have Project Mika.
Beat Saber in and of itself doesn't have too many songs on its own. Plus I only ever play the custom songs.
Right. Yeah, it's probably would have to be something to do with the a custom set.
Geometry Dash, Valheim, Wind Waker, Sims 4, Sonic Mania. I really want to try Ship of Harkinian at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I also love that, like, the reason why they called it that. Because if Nintendo steps in on anything, then they have to acknowledge that the CDI Zeldas existed.
Yep.
Nope.
Ship of what? Ship of Harkinian. It's a, what is it? It's like like a recompiled Ocarina of Time that, like, runs natively on PC.
Right, yep.
Adds a bunch of stuff like built-in randomizer, the ability to customize your character model. Those are the only two things I really know about, because that's all I really tried on it.
You have complete access to, like, all of the code, and, like, in a familiar, like, programming language. In the same way that, so that just makes it, like, way more accessible in what you can do. Because how, like, the Mario 64 co-op works, where that co-op basically works like Source Engine servers. Just because it's just a native PC port, you can do whatever you want with it. Like, it's so cool.
I still find it funny that right before Colosseum, like, it seemed like that no progress is being made on Banjo-Kazooie's decompilation, and then it moved by like 100%, like right before Colosseum.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got more customization on the crowd control stuff with Ship of Harkinian as well. Let's see, what new effects are there? R-Wing, because there's an R-Wing in Ocarina of Time's data that was used for target testing.
Oh, yeah.
So you can just spawn that, and I think it acts as an enemy. Burn Link, Electrocute Link. There's one that's just called Explosion. Spawn a fire keys. Spawn a flock of keys. Freeze Link, the classic.
Mm-hmm.
You can spawn various enemies in. Make Link invincible, make Link invisible. Spawn an Iron Knuckle. The description for Iron Knuckle is Monka S.
Nope.
You can knock back Link a certain amount. There's weak, strong, and Mega. I'm concerned with Mega. No UI, no Z button. I don't think they had these in the Ocarina of Time one, but I see, like, various teleportation ones. Prelude Destination, Nocturne Destination, Link's House, Minuet Destination. 230 bits from the Eevee Breeder saying, good luck in getting the shiny. Hope you get it before the end of Shiny Month. Glad to see you live before I go on vacation. Thank you. Hope you have a good vacation. Ooh, randomized cosmetics. Randomize most cosmetic options. Cosmetics changed by bidding wars are unaffected. Set time to dawn, set time to dusk. Take double damage, take half damage. Oh, good, you can summon a Wall Master.
Great God.
They really like go for the throat on the jokes with the descriptions here. Because one of the oh, wait a minute. Oh no! I saw one effect that was Dark Link, and I thought it just mean that you turned Link into Dark Link. No, it spawns Dark Link.
Oh.
Because the description is insert 2 Spider-Man pointing at each other. Only one Dark Link can exist at a time. Sab! Sab, would you like to join on CoCom? I do like the variations on just Freeze Link, because it's also Burn Link and Electrocute Link.
This poor boy.
Project Zomboid, Stardew Valley, Lethal Company, Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 5? It's gotta be the single player, right? Alright, there's the Elden Ring one. I'm sorry. One of the effects on Elden Ring is auto parry, and I understand that's probably for the player, but first glance I was like, who's getting the auto parry?
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of effects for this, good lord.
Howdy.
Hello, Sab.
Hi.
Nope.
Hello.
Hi, Austin.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Where are you calling us from, Sab?
Redacted. My favorite place.
My favorite place is Redacted too.
Yeah.
Sab, I might be driving through your neck of the woods in August, but like, because I have a deadline for when I gotta be home, it would just be like, I would just be like, either driving by there or I'd be able to pop in for like 5 minutes at most.
DM me when you would be there, because I will be out for a bit of August.
Okay.
But let me know, and I will let you know.
You could just, you get, you know, we talk for a little bit and you get a little bit of time with Manatee.
Doggy.
Yep. I was saying earlier that you know, Manatee's been pretty good on long car trips, and so like depending on how well this trip goes, I might bring him to Colosseum next year.
I just can't wait for all the dogs next year.
Oh yeah, Jules is bringing Yuna.
Right.
Manatee, Rita, and Yuna all in one space.
Rita's up in the air. We shall see.
I got you.
Yeah, Rita's
Don't want to push it.
Rita's an old gal.
Yeah.
She was an old gal. I love her though.
Yeah, she's doing well for her age, but she is fighting
funny.
all odds just to get pets and attention.
Yeah. I think it's funny that whenever you pet her and you stop, she just like uses her like long nose. She just like, no.
Like use her nose to get under your hand.
Yep.
I took a video of it this year at college. It was so funny.
I have to just like
Nope.
perpendicular to my setup is a couch, and there's a nice long ottoman that is just the right height and location for her to walk up onto it casually, and she will rest her nose on like my leg or on the desk or on my hand if it's on the mouse, and just demand attention. But that was the idea. She's close enough just to like put her head up on the desk.
Aw.
Pretty smart.
Yeah, she's enjoyed it.
So how's the shiny hunting?
It's still going, so apparently bad.
What is considered odds? Is it 8,192?
Yep.
Or is it... Okay. Oh, poor soul.
I did it to myself.
I mean, hey, here's the reality of the situation. This is probably the worst game to shiny hunt.
Yeah.
Quagsire in. So if you did all the other ones, it's probably only easier from here.
If they just didn't add Quagsire to Colosseum, then my goal of making a Ribbon Master would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
I could breed for it instead. Still to get Quagsire up Mount Battle, but I just wouldn't have to like find a shadow one so I could purify it.
It's okay, because whatever admin head of the flippin' organization, I don't remember, I haven't played Colosseum since I was a child, but like, at least Quagsire could take on Raikou, whoever has Raikou.
Oh yeah. That was Ein, I think. No.
Or is it, I know Venus has one or two of the dogs, or the beast.
I think Dakim has Entei. I forgot what the newscaster's name was, but she had Suicune and Ein had Raikou. Venus, that was her name.
Yeah, Venus, okay.
It was really funny, because like the only water Pokemon I had for a vast majority of the game was Remoraid, because I couldn't catch the Quagsire and I accidentally killed the Suicune.
Ooh. Rough.
Can you even evolve the Remoraid in this game?
Yes. It's a level up evolution.
Okay.
But also the Remoraid starts like, for some reason, way lower than any other Shadow Pokemon in this game. It's like level 20, and when you start off with I think that's like the same level as Makuhita when you catch it.
Jesus.
All the other Shadow Pokemon you're encountering are level 30.
Nope.
It's just a mess.
I like that you just have 2 level 100 Pokemon, and then I see like a level 4 Steel.
I did a lot of trading back and forth with this because for a while I didn't have a link cable, and I was one thing I was doing was because of the potential bank and Poke Transfer going down. I started doing runs where I just get runs in Ruby where I just get to the part where you get the Pokedex, transfer the Jirachi in there, and then trade that to Colosseum, and then trade that into like my Emerald game, or something along those lines. I don't remember. Might have been something along those lines, but either way, like I was just like, oh yeah, I had to do that because I had to restart my Ruby game if I wanted to keep getting Jirachi.
Right.
Reminded me of the link cables where I had to, when I covered Crystal Chronicles, I had to get that setup going.
Who art thou, Remus? Thank you for the raid. Boop.
With the link cable?
Yeah, and between all the GBAs you need.
Oh, yeah.
And then I found out, because I was trying to use a Wii U to record. At the time, I believe that was I thought that was the best way to record GameCube games. It's not, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But I believe it is the Wii U doesn't work with the adapters at all. And then even if you use like the USB GameCube ports, right? You would have to use those.
Right.
It doesn't work at all with them. And then on the Wii, it doesn't work with third-party adapters.
Oh, jeez.
That's so dumb.
So for those parts, I did have to record on
The GameCube.
my actual GameCube, yeah.
Right.
And there was at that time there was no emulating it, not for all that setup. There was, but it was extremely buggy and unreliable.
There was I know there's like emulatable Four Sword Adventures. Because I think
Well, it also just works on Switch.
Nope.
Wait, what do you mean it works on Switch?
Anything with the GBA emulator,
Oh.
that link cable stuff works.
But like
Not to the GameCube game, of course. But
right. The only reason I know this is because a group of streamers I know who have affectionately referred to themselves as the Piss Boys have been playing Four Sword Adventures. Love playing the Silva Gunner Smash Bros. Character select theme on here because it's just like, oh good, a half hour where I don't have to think about music.
I was gonna say that song is so fucking long.
26, 27 minutes?
God.
Oh my
26, 40, yeah. It's a damn good song.
Yeah.
It felt like hours long because I couldn't recognize any part of it. It was never the same part.
I found this through the Uncle Dane guide to being an engineer, which is like an hour and a half long video. And this song this song does like loop in it like 2 or 3 times. At one point while I was watching that video, I realized I was only listening to the song and not actually what he was saying about. Oh, it was the guide to battle engineer. That's what it was. And not what he was like saying about being a battle engineer in TF2.
TF2 would be, at any point now, is a good time to go into it. Now that the bots seem to have actually been taken care of.
What was done?
They started banning the Steam accounts.
Nope.
If anyone, the software was Lamalbox. You know, you get banned for it now, so we can talk about it. The software is Lamalbox. So if you were detected with it, your Steam account's banned. So it was which makes sense that it was a fix through Steam, not like anything with patching the game, because there's like 2 people working on TF2 at Valve. So
They did update it to
you know,
to be a 64-bit program, though, right?
Yeah, it did.
Which helped out a
Which
little
was
bit.
a outsourced work, I believe. Which is crazy to think, but Valve probably does it more than we think. You know, because that's industry standard. But yeah. Yeah, the
Hard to believe that Shiny Month is coming to an end.
And when you do it when you cheat in CS:GO, it's the same way. You get your account gets VAC banned.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes mid-tournament if you're a competitive CS:GO player. It's really funny.
I love that. I love when that happens. I watch like a compilation of videos of the people who cheat in those games getting caught. My favorite one is the one where the guy points his camera at his screen to show that he's not cheating, and off to the side in his other monitor you can see the cheat software open.
Man, the one screenshot Junk posted, where I don't remember what he was trying to say, but you could see he had the option to kill behind it.
Yeah, Junk was trying to show something off. On he had the map pulled up. He was trying to show where he was on the map, and behind it was just like the buttons to snipe people in the meeting.
Yeah.
So Tom,
yeah,
you've been doing this hunt for a while, but I know you've been doing the shiny month. How many encounters have you done this month alone?
I don't remember what we started at. I think we started before. No, probably not before I hit 2,000. Let me see. I labeled each of the stream VODs with what number of encounter we've done. Like this is encounter so and so to so and so. So let me see.
Yeah.
Shiny month day 1. That one started. Oh wow, that one did start. That started in 1950.
Damn.
My goal is to get to 3,500 before the end of the month.
I like talking about this whole process that you have to do. This shit is so funny. Shiny hunting in Colosseum.
It's the worst. There are RNG manipulations to do this,
right?
But the people who run the Ribbon Master thing track whether or not it was RNG manipulated. So I'm like,
That's
well,
so funny.
I got to do this the old-fashioned way. And like, they don't disqualify it for being RNG manipulated, but there's a mark on there that says it was RNG manipulated. I'm like, I can't have that. I cannot have that.
Well, also with the RNG manipulation in Pokemon Colosseum, it's a 1 in 60 chance because of the frame rate of the game. It's less forgiving than like Gen 4 Pokemon is like. Well, GBA is a 60 FPS as well. So like Emerald manipulations, you get 1 frame, but something like Diamond or Platinum is a little bit more forgiving because it's 30 FPS. Yeah, I used to know how to get a runnable Mudkip in Emerald, and it was a 1 in 60 chance. And I got it on my 2nd try ever.
Oh, wow.
Good stuff.
Well, I had people show me to do it, like speedrunners, and they're like, so yeah, this is what you do. Like, you're gonna hear like it's pretty much just like a metronome. They're like, yeah, you're gonna hear it, and you're gonna hear 3 clicks, and like you're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, go, or something like 1, 2, 3, go. So you're gonna hear X amount of clicks, and then you click A in time with the last one. I'm like, okay. So I got it the 2nd try. They're like, what the? I'm like, do you know what I do for a living? I am a professional musician. I literally click buttons in time. That is my profession.
I am a living metronome.
Should play Mother 3.
It's on my list. I know there's so many musical references, especially to like the characters and their personalities. It's on my list. I want to play it.
I mean, the combat's entirely rhythm-based.
Yeah.
Oh, that I don't like. I'm terrible at rhythm games. I am a professional musician who is terrible at rhythm games because lag exists. And the lag is often bad. People are like, well, you can calibrate. I'm like, it's still always there. It doesn't matter.
I don't know how precise it is in Mother 3.
I don't know.
I feel like it is, but I can't identify tempo, so.
Yeah, what is it? It's like a GBA title?
Yeah.
Is that the platform it originally came out on?
Yeah, it's on GBA.
Yep.
See, I wouldn't know because it never came out in the States.
Right.
What else did I need to do for this? I need to make a competitively viable team for Emerald, at least like for the Battle Tower. I need to make a Battle Tower team for like either Platinum or Heart Gold or like one of those. Probably platinum. God, what else? I need to figure out how the heck I'm going to make the Pokeblocks I need to be able to win every competition. Gen 5 fortunately doesn't have any. Though I could make Quagsire a movie star in Pokestar Studios in black or white too.
Don't. Pokestar is a literal tragedy.
I only have to do it once.
You mean like when you go through the Force tutorial?
I do the Force tutorial, and then like maybe I do some of the stuff at Pokeblock Party Magfest. You know, it might take me that long to get the Quagsire. Like I only got to do like one. I only got to do one movie in Pokestar Studios to make him a cult classic. Yeah, make him a cult star or something like that.
See, I made the foolish decision of 1 year during September, making that a goal that I would do all the movies, and I got all the good endings of the movies is what we unlocked, and that was the most painful week of my life, and I didn't even finish it. I was like, I got the worst luck, and I was like, fuck this goal.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh my god, Tom, it was so painful. I was just like, my sanity is more important than this.
There's only so many times you could fight the giant woman before you gotta stop.
Exactly. There's only so many times you sing song before it gets old.
Or the Cascoon UFO, or the Mecha Tyranitar.
Yeah, I was in one of the last movies that you get, and I just was getting the worst luck with the RNG. I was doing all the right things, and I was just getting critted and dying, and I was like, okay, we're done.
You gotta go in with a battle armor Pokemon. Let's see, Gen 6 has... They've got their own version of contest because of Oros. And if I don't max out Quagsire's contest stats, then I can max them out in Gen 6 because you can do that infinitely, and there's an exploit to do that pretty easily.
Right.
Let's see.
You have to do it in Gen 3 instead of Gen 4.
I have to increase the stats in Gen 3 because I have to do the Gen 3 contests.
Okay. Why the Gen 3 and not the Gen 4?
Because they have different ribbons.
I did not like the Gen 3 contest.
I didn't do the Gen 4 contest at all, so I'm a little worried about that one.
Oh, no, the Gen 4 is so much easier, honestly.
Okay.
I don't remember much about the Gen 3 contest other than the fact that like you could get a peel, but you could also jam other people, and I thought that was like so whack. Jam doesn't exist in Gen 4. It's only a peel. And then you do like a dress-up portion, which is pretty easy. There's literally guides for how to succeed to that when they say like certain themes, like certain accessories. And then it's like a dance thing, and the mechanics are really easy.
The copy of Gen 4 that I'm using was a pre-owned one I picked up from GameStop a while back. And, you never know what you're getting with those GameStop copies, so, you know, the name is fine and everything, but, you know, just happen to have every possible contest item you can have. No big deal.
Nope.
Just gonna make that section a lot easier.
Yeah.
True.
I remember once I got the Platinum Guidebook, I was like, how do I game these contests? Because I would never do well in like the dress-up portion of it. I'm like, how?
You can swear on this stream, don't you worry.
No, I know. I already did, it's okay.
Oh, it's definitely an action replay thing, because one of my pockets contains like 999 Explorers kits when that's a key item.
Yeah, that was a very popular, because if you did that, it gave you access to something else. I think I got most of them legitimately, most of the contest items. That was the one thing I didn't use an action replay for.
I'm trying to think of like for the ribbons. Or the BDSP contest ribbons, unique ribbons. Yes, as well as the Oros ribbons. In fact, when you once you get to a certain point transferring them up, the RSC ribbons get compounded into like one ribbon.
Oh, interesting.
If you have, I'm trying to remember like how I did it. I think if you don't have all of them, it's like a silver ribbon, but if you do have all of them, it's a gold ribbon.
Hmm. And I'm assuming like the one where you, because do you get a ribbon for each like battle facility that you beat in Gens 3 and 4?
For Gen 3,
or is it just the battle tower?
For Gen 3, it's just the battle tower and that's going between level 50 and either open level or level 100. And then in Gen 4, it's one ribbon for the single side, one ribbon for the double side, and then a couple others for battle tower. Like one of them is one of them is going to require me to connect to a custom server, because it requires the Wi-Fi Wi-Fi arena or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Because to me, my mind goes to the Battle Factory. I'm like, that's all rental Pokemon.
Yeah. That's more RNG than regular Pokemon.
I love the Battle Factory though. That's
it's very fun. I just realized no one can see who I'm speaking to. They can hear you, but they don't know who I'm speaking to because of the
And they can guess, it's okay.
Screw them!
Yeah.
Nope.
It's like, it's gonna be the end of the goddamn world when I find this stupid thing.
I don't even know how to set that thing up. I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, these other people.
There are people in here, who knows?
Well, especially like when I have people on for like puzzles, it's normally just like a single person.
Yeah,
so that makes it easy. But when it's multiple, I'm like, you'll figure it out.
I commissioned one of my viewers for a Discord reaction image to use on Fugi. Because they did art of my VTuber as Glep playing video games. And so I want like and they did one of Glep like just like my VTuber as Glep sleeping on a beanbag. So I asked them to make one of where it's like the same position that the Glep is in on the in the one where he's playing the game, but like he's got like his hand extended forward and he's speaking, and like it's that Glep speak where it's the rapid mouth movement. I'm excited for that.
I like that really feels the need to tell you every time, oh, it's a shadow Pokemon. It's like, you've seen this damn Quagsire 3,273 times. I think you know.
Well, I mean, technically I'm restarting before the save, so this is it's every time is her first time.
Well, it's still a rematch, isn't it?
Every time.
Yeah. I mean, technically, but it's technically the first match that I've done with this guy.
Oh.
Because I couldn't find him the first time because how did it work again? If I fight him and then rematch him again, then it never rerolls the Quagsire stats.
Yeah.
So I saw you do something in the menu, the luxury ball, where you kind of like did it twice. Do you do something with the luxury ball?
It's if I use the first Pokemon's turn to throw the luxury ball, then I use the second Pokemon's turn to switch it in the item order. It won't use the luxury ball up.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, they do. There's a lot of ways to exploit the item stuff in this game. So like,
because of the double battle system.
Yeah, so there are times where like if you try to use an antidote, a Pokemon doesn't have a status, it like breaks it and allows you to use like X attacks or like X items on your own partner Pokemon during the turn or something.
Wow.
And speedrunners exploit the shit out of that in this run.
Nope.
Gotta have to watch that run.
it's crazy because you're lucky to make it past the intro because you have to manipulate for your Espeon and Umbreon. And it's a 1 in 60 chance, and you have to watch the cutscene, and you have to do all this setup before you can even run the cutscene based on like the preset teams. You have to like roll for certain options. It is the wackiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah.
For speedrun. Yeah.
When I was trying to figure out like RNG manipulations for this, I RNG manipulated my my trainer ID, because that way when I go ahead and RNG manipulate the if like so essentially like I set like a hard cap to this where if if Pokemon Bank and Poke Transfer go down or are going to go down, then I'll switch to RNG manipulation. Right. You have like this software where you just go into the quick battles over and over again, see what Pokemon are being used in like the first category, and then they'll tell you what seed you have. Plug that seed into another program. It's like this is what frame you need to hit Aeon in order to get like what you want here.
Yep. It's so convoluted. And then even if you get the Espeon that you need, you then have to bank on getting a good Cyndaquil, and because if it's garbage, you're screwed.
Yeah.
I know a few years ago they were working on RNG manipulation for said Cyndaquil. I don't know if they ever did it. I don't keep up with the speedrunning stuff anymore, but and it's just a long ass run. I mean, all Pokemon speedruns are long.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the shortest one is like what? Yellow any percent, where you do like a bunch of manipulations, walk out the door, and then you hit the credits?
Pretty much. One of the shortest ones is Diamond any percent. It's like 40 minutes, I think, is the world record.
Damn.
Well, because you just play the game until you do Eternus. You play the beginning of the game up until Eternus City. You beat Gardenia. You do Jupiter, and then you get the bike, and then you can like tweak with the bike.
Nope.
And you pretty much, if you do it a specific pattern, it'll overlay the route left of Jubilife on top of Jubilife, and then you save, and it puts you like right outside the Poketch building in Jubilife, and you're just like in the void, and then you have to like run to certain spots, save and reset, and then it puts you in the Hall of Fame.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I ran that category for a little bit.
Yeah, what is it? Like you go back and forth between like two like border tiles in order to make the game freak out, right?
Yep. And there's like two different ways that you can do it. There's a fast method and a slow. I would always do the slow one because I was really bad at it. But yeah, my time was like, I think like an hour 10 or an hour 8 or something. But then yeah, if you're playing like no manipulations or glitches, they're all like 3+ hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did one that was 5.5 hours. That was a mistake.
I'll listen to or I'll watch rather the False Swipe Gaming videos on like the history of certain competitive Pokemon. The Quagsire one kills me every time.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I'll have to check it out.
It has never been an OU, but it consistently finds itself in OU and Ubers. I don't think it ever had like a successful VGC run because Unaware isn't a great ability to have.
Yeah. Is that one of Quagsire's abilities?
Yeah, Unaware is Quagsire's hidden ability.
Oh, okay. Now you gotta get damp, man. Protects you from those explosions.
And then the other one is Water Absorb, which is okay. I kind of wish you got Storm Drain like Gastrodon did.
Yeah, Storm Drain would have made that thing busted.
The end of that video is so funny. So how good was Quagsire actually? Man, I don't fucking know.
Nope.
Yeah, Unaware really helped Quagsire out in some circumstances. And then, what was it? The Water Absorb set in Gen 3 was a straight-up Kyogre counter.
Mm-hmm.
And, I can't remember if it was Ubers or anything goes, because I don't know when they made the choice to banish Zacian. But, Quagsire was one of the few Zacian counters. Probably check more than counter, but still.
I mean, I don't know, because I think, like, there's no restrictions anymore in Scarlet and Violet. I don't keep up with the VGC anymore. But, what is it? I don't know, I don't like how Groudon and Kyogre are literally just the Pokemon that you see in every year in VGC, every gen. Because once there are no restrictions, they just keep coming back. I'm like, can you please do anything else?
I haven't been seeing them a lot in Scarlet and Violet VGC.
Oh, well, that's good. Because they were everywhere in Sword and Shield.
The war wages on.
What was it? Landorus.
Yeah, Landorus was huge in earlier days of Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if it still is, but
I haven't seen it as much recently. People are now switching more to, I think it's which I think it's Thundurus. Either Thundurus or Tornadus due to Prankster. It's Tornadus because they want Prankster Tailwind.
Yeah, the Tornadus is the green and purple one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Incineroar is still insanely busted as a support role in VGC.
I can't stand Incineroar.
And because and because of a regional VGC final, Amoonguss became a trans icon.
I'm sorry?
So Wolfglick, I don't remember what his opponent's name is, and probably for the best. Wolfglick was in the final battle, in the finals of a regional. Wolfglick was up against somebody who was pretty openly transphobic, and they won at the very end by beating their Urshifu with an Amoonguss.
I know what you're talking about.
Nope.
Yep. Yep.
So now Amoonguss is a trans icon.
Happened. I forgot that happened. Oh my god, yep. I know exactly what you're referring to.
Whenever like, Among Us seems like a very unstoppable wall in terms of like competitive Pokemon.
Oh, it's crazy.
A Spore user, massive defenses. I'm trying to remember what Rage Powder access.
I still think one of the craziest things that I saw early on in Scarlet Violet VGC was from Wolfglick, where he had a Scream Tail, and its moveset was like, I think like Thunder Wave, Encore, Disable, and I forget what the fourth move was, but it would Encore its opponent and then disable the move that it Encored. Like, that's diabolical.
Struggle.
It's diabolical. I don't even think they could struggle. I think they literally just couldn't attack.
What was it? I remember he had the one set that where he did Perish locking with Gothitelle and
yep.
Screamtail.
Yep. The things
I can imagine that being like that Gothitelle being part of the set as well, just so they couldn't switch out.
It's crazy what people come up with in VGC. And
Wolfie's videos are super interesting when he talks about those like those different strategies.
Yeah.
I remember what he was talking about. He created one strategy, tested it out in Pokemon Showdown, got to the top of Pokemon Showdown, and then people started A, copying his team, or B, like changing their teams in order to counter him. And this was right before he was about to use that party in a VGC tournament.
Oh yeah. I've seen that video. I know what you're talking about.
It might have been, was it the Weezing one?
Oh, I don't remember. It was the Weezing team, but I know that like he was literally using, like he wasn't going by Wolf Click on Showdown. He just had like a random name, and he like was just destroying. And then I think someone figured out that it was him or something.
Jesus, fucking internet cut out, and Tom went silent in the middle of his talking. Scared the hell out of me.
That doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen.
Not yet.
I look over and the stream didn't buffer. It just disconnected the call.
I love Discord. It's definitely been behaving a way this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just talking about VGC.
Yeah, just competitive Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I was there. It was just cut out like 5 seconds before I.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. What else is constantly appearing in VGC? Oh, Fluttermane. Fluttermane is like.
Oh, Fluttermane's broken.
Fluttermane is statistically the best Paradox Pokemon, even more so than Koraidon and Miraidon.
Yeah.
Nope.
Fluttermane is very versatile, and it's really fast. And it can be fast, but you can make it really tanky. You can choose to have it be so defensive with Terra, or like stupid offensive.
Is there a Pokemon you wish was competitively viable, just to mix things up?
I have to think about that. Oh, actually, no, I don't. Snom. Dude, I love Snom.
Eviolite Snom.
Yeah. I almost said Klefki. But no, Snom's my little guy.
I wish the Dunsparce was more competitively viable.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
Dunsparce is already perfect. And what they do, they made Dunsparce more perfect.
Yeah. Austin, what Pokemon would you throw in?
It's hard to say because I don't have a foot, but and also I don't know where my favorites are. My favorites being Suicune and Vaporeon.
I don't think I really see anyone use Vaporeon.
I was gonna say Vaporeon probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Suicune, I'm trying to think. Suicune was competitively viable for a while. I don't know where they stand now.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people use them in VGC.
What I need is them to be viable in the card game. That's what I need.
True.
And they need to do it in like the first set of the new series. So I can actually like get invested for the whole gen of TCG.
I remember there was a guy who put a choice scarf on a Regieleki in Pokemon Showdown.
That's crazy.
Max speed! He wanted to turn that Regieleki into that one guy from 2001: A Space Odyssey, where like the colors start like blending in, and that like and he turns into the space baby.
God. See, so I didn't play the Sword and Shield DLC, and the first time I saw VGC in a really long time was the London World.
Nope.
Tournament, because I had just gotten my wisdom teeth out, and I'm like, well, what else am I gonna do? So I put on the VGC, and I saw Regieleki. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing? I thought it was like a modded Pokemon. I'm like, there's no way there's a modded Pokemon at a real Pokemon event, because I had no idea. I had to Google it. What is this Pokemon? Weird looking.
That's probably how people that haven't like played Pokemon since the first gen feel looking at
every single generation. That's how they feel.
Yeah, they're just like, they made an ice cream cone and a set of keys of Pokemon. What are they doing?
Yeah, well, from Gen 1, that's really not that far. That's the best part.
Yeah, I love like the Pokemon first gen had a nasty habit of being like, hey, you know how we have 1 or 2 of something? What if we made it 3 of something?
And it was peak. And the ice cream is still peak too.
What's a Pokemon you like that is vastly underrated in your opinion?
I feel like Quagsire has had a resurgence, so I can't really say that one.
You've caused that resurgence.
I did cause that resurgence, yes.
For me,
there's definitely some.
Scrafty.
I would have to open Pokemon Home. Scraggy's a good one.
Yeah, I used a Scrafty when I first played Black 2 White 2 on stream, and I was really bummed because the Scrafty that I got didn't have Moxie as an ability. It had Shed Skin. And man, as I went through the game, was I the happiest person that I had Shed Skin because it got me out of so many binds. Crafty was like the literal queen of my team. I now have a little sitting cutie because she was the best.
That ability, 30% chance to on any given turn to get rid of a status effect, right?
Yup. It was so busted. Like, there's so many times where I would get burned and I'm like, I am cooked because it halves the attack. And then I would bust out, like, the Shed Skin would get rid of it immediately. I'm like...
I'm gonna say Shuckle.
We called her Grandpa. Ooh, I like Shuckle.
I like
Shuckle.
A lot of my favorite Pokemon are bug types from Gen 2. Shuckle, Scizor, Heracross.
All good picks.
Nope.
I used a Heracross recently for the first time in full silver. What a great Pokemon.
Oh god, yeah. Especially in its debut gen, it wasn't that great, but like later, oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, I
don't
love
even remember
Heracross.
what the mix that was. I know it had Brick Break.
It needed Brick Break. It didn't really have a lot of fighting type. I think it didn't really have. There weren't a lot of like fighting and bug type moves like that it could learn. And its ultimate move, Mega Horn, was.
Mega Horn's not even that good.
It's strong, but it's woefully inaccurate.
Right, it's like 70, I think, accurate. It's either 70 or 80.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's crazy that Rapidash can learn that and like bounce.
Oh yeah, bounce to me is funny. It's just like for one turn, a horse is just flying through the air.
Yup. And it always paralyzes you, but if you use bounce, it either misses or doesn't para. I've learned that the accuracy only applies to you and not the NPCs. Dude, I did the Elite Four of Platinum. Lucian was hitting every goddamn Focus Blast. I'm like, are you shitting me right now? This is a 70 accurate move. Get out of here.
What do you have, no guard that only works on one end?
That's what it felt like with his Alakazam.
Oh, and Heracross, when it got its Mega Evolution, forget about it. It was such like a huge beatdown set. You'd give it, what was it? Close Combat, and then because it had Skill Link, you'd give it Rock Blast, Pin Missile, and Bullet Seed.
That's so broken.
And it had a massive amount of attack.
Now the question is, could Heracross learn Leech Life in Gen 7?
I don't know. Let me see.
I don't think so.
Let's see. Cerebi, Gen 7. It could not learn Leech Life.
Damn.
100 bits from Insomniac Matt saying, Focus Blast misses as many times as Scald burns. So true. So true, bestie.
Nope.
I pulled up home to remind myself of more Pokemon that I care about, though a lot have already, like, I wouldn't say are underrated, like Golisopod.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's
Sick
kind of
fucking
an underrated
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon's sick.
I like how its ability is the exact same as its pre-evolutions, just with a different name.
Yeah.
Because with
the exit thing?
Yeah, with Wimpod it was Wimp Out. With Golisopod it's emergency exit.
Yeah. Orbeetle is sick.
Oh, I love Orbeetle.
A lot of the Gen 9 bugs are really good.
I feel like you know what that looks like.
Orbeetle,
Okay, yeah.
the angry looking thing with the like the UFO ladybug aesthetic.
Yeah.
Its shiny is good too. The blue color is really nice.
Oh, that's sick.
I love
Can we talk?
Oh, sorry, go for it.
No, I was just gonna. You go, Tom, go.
The Grubbin line I love as well.
Oh, the Grubbin line's cool.
Yep. Because Grubbin is really cute. Charjabug is just a little guy, and Vikavolt is badass.
Yeah, Vigavolt's so cool.
I love Grubbin because he looks like he's wearing feety pajamas.
Grubbin's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Galarian Zapdos, and specifically it's shiny to just look like a Chocobo.
That was, yeah, I love Galarian Zapdos, and it's shiny.
Yep.
I don't think I know what its shiny looks like.
It looks like normal Zapdos.
Yep, so it ends up looking like a Chocobo.
Yep. It's the same with the two other Galarian legendary birds.
That's cool. Their battle theme, the Galarian battle theme goes so hard. The bird one.
Galarian Moltres is funny as fuck for Showdown. Oh, because if you use the shiny of Galarian Moltres, it looks almost exactly like regular Moltres.
Right.
That's fun.
Alolan Marowak.
Oh, I love Alolan Marowak.
Yeah, it's so sick.
That started a meme in my community because I.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, because I when I was playing through Moon, I kept leveling up a Cubone and it just didn't evolve.
Nope.
I didn't know you had to level it up at night.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is really stupid.
So it turned into like, so it kind of turned into like that SpongeBob meme where it's like, at night.
I evolved my Cubone at night.
At night. I'm playing a lot more. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, there's a lot of stupid evolution
methods
and like evolutionary methods in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like Galarian Mask.
Have your rune take a certain amount of damage and then run to a certain part of the map.
They have to keep spinning in a lot of games now.
You have to be like in the Dusty Bowl and you have to take either 47 or 49 damage but not die, and it has to be a super effective move or something.
Yep.
It is the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Yeah.
Like, especially if Milcery is popular enough, no, they gotta leave spinning in every game going forward.
Wait, what do you have to do for Milcery's evolution?
You spin. When you spin Milcery for a certain amount of time, that's what evolves into Alchemy.
Is that supposed to emulate like whipping the cream to get Alchemy?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
It's so funny.
Let's see.
I love it.
49 plus damage taken by Yamask in one battle and walk under a stone sculpture in the Dusty Bowl Wild area.
Yep.
So, you know, no big deal if they ever bring Galarian Yamask back.
I really hope it's just like level it up to this in future games.
They also can never stop making Nintendo controllers with motion controls because of Inkay.
Yeah, Inkay, yeah. I honestly thought the Inkay thing was kind of cool. I know people were really upset at the time when it happened because they're like, how was I supposed to know that? And like, I get it. But I think compared to some of the evolution methods that we have now, Inkay is so tame.
I'd find it really funny. There had to have been at least one person playing through Gen 6 who was like playing on their 3DS in a specific way, where they're like lying on their bed, on their back with their head sort of dangling off the edge, and their 3DS like over their head behind them, and they leveled up Inkay and it evolved. And they have no idea how it happened.
Nope.
I just like that in this timeline you're describing, they don't think to consult the internet at all. They're just like, how did that happen?
I know. Yep. Oh, that's the one thing I don't like about the internet is how quickly information spreads across it, as opposed to like being able to discover, like people being able to discover things themselves and then just like share it, and then it sort of becomes like this urban legend that you share with your friends.
Back in my day, you couldn't look up a walkthrough of how to get through Pokemon Ruby's Victory Road without Flash. You couldn't do that. You had to brute force it.
Well, now they have the unique issue of ChatGPT being the one friend making up rumors. Yeah. But that's also the same as you're Googling now, so you're gonna trust it.
Yeah, forget the playground rumors about you being under the truck.
Now
you have to worry about ChatGPT.
Here comes ChatGPT bringing you medical advice from Reddit.
You see, at the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, I think it was today, a fuse box blew up, and you could like hear it or see it. You couldn't see it on stream, but you could hear it on stream.
Oh, jeez. And
YouTube has a AI feature where it tries to summarize what chat is talking about. So it told people chat is talking about a fuse box that exploded, and then it gave all these hypotheses as to why it blew up, including like somebody charging a hybrid car, not a hybrid, an electric vehicle.
Underbridge from Steelbound who's saying, fun fact, the designer for Golisopod is Kensaku Nabana, who has only one design he's made in his Golisopod. The man emerged exited designing Pokemon.
That's so base.
Oh, I feel bad for forgetting the name. The Ghost one in Gen, Ghost Fire.
Chandelure?
No, in the latest Gen.
Cerulege.
Cerulege?
Yeah, Cerulege.
Cerulege
just looks like a Battle Network design. It's so sick.
Really good.
Does. It's very Mega Man core.
Yeah, I love it. The other form is good too. It's just and that hammers home like how they had the split versions of Mega Man games later, or at least for Battle Network.
Yeah. Considering the design of Cerulege and the fact that you know everybody who works on Pokemon is a goddamn nerd, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a reference.
Right. I was trying to see if it was the same artist as the Mega Man artist. I don't think it was. But I mean, if it was, I could totally believe it. Fits right in.
Right.
That's where it was like I would have been so on board with the TCG if Cerulege had something viable, or Duraludon also. Or Arcaludon rather. Though I think Arcaludon does. It's just that it gets combined with other ones.
Yeah. The fact that they gave Duraludon an evolution means that Duraludon was viable for Little Cup, and in like the 1 week that before it was banned, it just swept the competition.
It's so good.
You know, no big deal. Sending your baby to fight against a goddamn building.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that period of speculation where it was like, they wouldn't have given Duraludon an evolution, guys. Come on.
And yet they did. And now it's considered a pseudo-legendary. And now Duraludon can use Eviolite.
Right. That was it. That was what was data mined that people didn't believe it, was that they saw Duraludon could use Eviolite. And they were like, that's not right. That doesn't make any sense.
It's a shame that Diplin's second evolution got spoiled because people figured out that they could use Eviolite on it. But I guess like that's I wouldn't say that like it's too bad, but just like very keen.
Oh no, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
We're able to pick up on that.
I like Diplin. He's just a little guy.
Yeah.
Little candy apple.
I also just love that the shiny is like gold because it's like a caramel apple. I think that's so good.
And it also changes the how its move works too. Doesn't like not like mechanically, but visually. Instead of the red syrup, it becomes a yellow syrup.
Yep.
The only information I want to know is just what the final evolutions of the starters look like, and they don't show that. They don't show that before release. That's the only kind of info I want. After that, I can dip and stop reading anything.
I want to go back. I want them to go back to what is it? I'm gonna go back to like Pokemon where it's like they have like origins of being other Pokemon and put those in the game. We've never seen the original dragon from Black and White.
Right. I really hope they do a Legend Unova game. I don't think we'll get it, but that would be sick.
Yeah. I really want one for Johto.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
Oh yeah, what the legendary beasts were before the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And though anything to just go back to Johto.
Oh yeah, Johto's probably my favorite region.
Like the modern Pokemon approach with how open world Johto tried to be, it would be incredible.
If I'd nope. I posited to chat one time, like if you could pick anywhere in the Pokemon world to live, where would it be? I chose Mahogany Town.
See, now that's a hard question. Because like, one of my first answers would be Ecruteak City because that's literally just Kyoto.
Oh no, I actually meant Ecruteak. When I said Mahogany Town, yeah, like the autumn leaves, the traditional Japanese aesthetic. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in Kyoto for a month and I miss it so much. But I feel like I'd pick somewhere in Platinum because Gen 4 is one of my favorites. I don't know where I'd pick.
Snowpoint!
No, I'd probably pick Canalave, like what Canalave City is based on. I forget which cities. I know Jubilife is based on Sapporo. I just don't remember the name for the Canalave City town in real life.
I want a vacation home in Slateport.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, you'd be able to just like take a boat there whenever you wanted to.
Yeah.
You gotta play the song though every time that plays when you take Bryony's boat.
Isn't that just the surf theme?
No.
Oh, it's not?
It's like a
oh yes.
Good.
Just blasting that out over the speakers as you're driving by.
Yeah.
You pass by a cruise ship, it's just like the Doppler effect happens.
Next game I gotta play would be X and Y, because out of all the Pokemon I have in my Pokemon home, I have them from all gens except that one.
Wow.
So I had to decide on playing X or Y, and I think I'm just gonna do Y again.
I haven't really updated my living decks in Pokemon Home since before Gen 9 came out.
I haven't done stream playthroughs of a lot of them, but I might just do that.
I was looking through the shinies of the different Paradox Pokemon the other day, and they're like, it's a little disappointed to me that they all have that like unpainted look, because similar to like the Iron naming scheme, I would like them to have a little bit more variety. But like there are some that legit look good with the unpainted color scheme.
I think there was such a missed opportunity, specifically with the future Paradox names. I think the past ones are cool because there's a bit more variance with like how they show like the unkept nature of things from the past. But it literally just feels like when they were trying to think of like Paradox future Pokemon, someone had just watched the like SB129 episode of SpongeBob and just heard everything's chrome in the future, and that was what they did.
Ugh. It's such a shame, because like, I mean, like, part of the problem too is that like the like the two things I think about with what the future is are technology and evolution. Well, Pokemon already does one of those.
Right.
Cursula is a better future paradox Pokemon. Prove me wrong. That's the other thing, is that like is that all of the future paradox Pokemon being robots seems like very depressing to me. Is like that's what the future is. Everything's robots.
Right.
Like it would have been cool if they did like half organic life, half mechanical.
Yeah.
Like that would have been cool, like a hybrid. Because I get that people think like more streamlined technology in the future and like flying cars and stuff. Honestly, even if they just gave a Pokemon like a jetpack, something more than just the chrome. It's showing how they've adapted to new life.
Oh yeah,
and
like
how
like
the
a
environment is.
like a future paradox. Future Paradox Crustle that has like a discarded piece of machinery as a shell.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, like that'd be sick. Game Freak could have hired you, Tom.
Future Paradox Pokemon, all of them are part crab. Yeah, carcinization! Peak evolution is crab!
Nope.
I think they wouldn't even have to be based too much off of future paradox Pokemon or like the robot. Like if they had like limited the amount of robots, they could have based on like other things that weren't necessarily like the future. Like they could have made like future paradox Golett that looked like a Gundam. Or Golurk rather.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It would have been cool if they did like a past evolution and a future evolution.
That would have been cool, yeah.
I posited the future one would be like it would have, what was it? Like it would have different pieces from like a bunch of different like evolution types on it.
Oh, that'd be cool. If it's like its little like collar or like kind of tuft thing, like there were different things represented, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And if the tail had like something slightly different to it.
If they went straight up like a almost like a Frankenstein mishmash where it's like, oh, the Vaporeon tail, the Jolteon collar, the Leafeon
like
leaf.
an experimentation, because like science is a lot about experimentation and moving forward. Oh, that'd be so cool. For the past, it'd be cool if they did something more like rock oriented.
And what was the other idea I had? Oh, completely missed opportunity because this Pokemon is trapped in Gen 4. Past Paradox Pokemon, a Pichu named Spike-Ear.
That could have been cool. But I like to think that it wasn't just like the big sharp edges. It had like a lot of little jagged edges, like at the end, like spikes on the ear itself, like not just the point at the end of the ear. Oh, dude, that would have been so cool. They need to get like you and James Turner in a room where you just give him all your ideas and he draws them.
A Paradox Pichu that's stronger than Raichu. Could argue
that actually could have been cool, where they play on a Alolan Raichu's design, where like it floats on its tail, and they could have like taken it a step further.
Make it like psychic electric. Well, one thing that's shocked me is that Volcarona got 2 variants, a past and a future.
I think that was cool though, honestly.
That's super. I wasn't expecting that, but it's super awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Volcarona is such a cool Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Donphan did too. That's right. They advertised that pretty heavily. Honestly, I think in terms of future Paradox Pokemon, I think Iron Treads is my favorite design. Just because it looks so different than Donphan while still keeping the base aesthetic of it.
That's true.
I think Sandy Shocks is probably my favorite past Paradox Pokemon.
Sandy Shocks is so funny.
Mad Mags. Iron Bundle finally made Delibird good. Well, what was it? You give it freeze dry and like any water move, and it can hit at least neutrally on every single Pokemon type combination in the game.
I'm actually gonna hop off for the night, but thanks for having me hop on for a bit, Tom.
Of course, thank you for coming.
Yeah, it was great talking to you in Austin.
Have
Yep,
a good
it was
night,
good
Sab.
talking to you.
Good
Night,
night.
Sab.
How's that Final Fantasy?
Oh, we're good. Farming stuff for crafting. Patch on Tuesday.
What's on Tuesday?
A patch for latest hardcore endgame content.
Ah, gotcha.
And it will add add new best in slot gear, and that will all be crafted gear.
Oh, nice.
At least most of it.
The topic of Paradox.
Outside of weeklies.
I really wish Cyclizar had a present time Evo. Better yet, one that was a Legend or Pseudo that's between Koraidon and Miraidon. I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty neat. Like, Koraidon, it's hard to, like, see, like... It's hard to see Koraidon and Miraidon as, like, being related to Cyclizar. You know what I mean? Was it you I was playing Scarlet and Violet with in the beginning where we were trying to do Terra Raid dens and you kept finding my crystals instead?
Yeah, and Drew.
Yep, this is Plungo's crystal.
This is Tom's crystals.
Yeah, Plungo. It was the Plungo, the 9 Plungo crystals.
Yep.
They're like the Dragon Balls. You get them all and you get a wish.
Which we didn't know at the time. You just had to look at your map and see which ones were there. That was the solution the whole time. But it was really funny.
Ooh. Did they include any Gen 8 Pokemon in Legends Arceus?
I wouldn't know off the top of my head.
I don't remember if they did or not. The reason I ask is because, like... I don't think so? Oh. Well, because I was thinking, like, in Legends ZA, like, if they wanted to expand the Mega Pokemon roster, if they wanted to, they could do, like, a Mega Evolution of Cyclizar that kind of has aspects of both Koraidon and Miraidon.
Hmm.
I find it really funny that Cyclizar's tail can just turn into a substitute. Right, but Cleavor was an evolution of a previously existing Pokemon that wasn't introduced in Gen 8.
Nope.
Real life lizards do that, right? But here's the thing. With that is that like when a real life lizard sheds its tail, it doesn't become a doll. Does shed tail switch out the Cyclozar as well? Well, here's the thing. Dead silence. Cyclozar is if substitute, if teleport also produced a substitute. I miss my channel points. Tom, get a shiny! I'm trying! I keep doing that. Playing Gardic Phone tonight, and like a story came in about there being a I found out that one of the people we're playing with didn't like rats, and one of the stories came in of like it was like basically like Ratatouille with like the rat under the hat thing. So, the person's name is Pasta, so I wrote as the next part of the story, and Pasta grabbed the rat with the vigor of a scorned chimpanzee.
Nope.
Try harder. I'm trying as hard as I can! I can't! It's a Geo! That was the joke that Lucajin and I would repeat ad nauseum when playing Stardew Valley whenever we'd find geodes. I can't! It's a geode!
At the soup store.
I can't find it. There's only soup. Well, get out of the soup aisle! There's more soup! Why are you mining geodes at the soup store?
Fuck you.
Fuck you! The amount of vigor in that fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm getting one ingredient of pizza at the soup store. Still very satisfied with myself that I A, did the pizza joke during Pictionary at Colosseum, and B, that it was guessed correctly. Grilled cheese and tomato soup is pizza. Then where do the toppings go? Between the bread and the cheese.
Next question.
It's not rocket science. It's grilled cheese.
Nope.
I love having the pizza shirt. I need to get a new one because mine got mine got holes in it. It also got really dirty really fast because it was a white t-shirt.
Hmm.
I realize I probably should order one of everything off my merch store. And then, like, you know, actually model it.
Right. They don't send out samples.
I mean, technically they do, but you gotta, but like, you have to pay for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, you just pay the, like the manufacturing cost. You don't pay like the, the amount that would, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think I got a picture with the plush at a Colosseum. That was the first time I'd seen it in person.
Oh yeah, yeah. Speaking of the plush, those are being shipped out. So check your emails for a confirmation and tracking.
I was just seeing a post about a what is it? About a Hawaii burger from McDonald's.
It's got pineapple on it.
Yes. It looked like a giant pineapple as the patty.
That's incredible.
It failed. and I saw it because it was going on was there's no like photo of like the advertising at all. And anything of it was like made later.
I like portobello
Assuming
burgers.
any of this is real.
Yeah, yeah. I like portobello burgers though. Good like vegetarian option, and just I like mushrooms, so it just tastes good to me.
Mm.
It's seasoned well.
Nope.
I don't remember what it was, but I think it was like, I don't know, someone talking about pineapple on pizza and saying you couldn't like taste the pineapple or that it's dried, but no, getting a little bit of the pineapple juice is what makes it good, I think. It's not just like, it's there. You can taste it.
Yep. Adds a little bit of sweetness to it.
Yeah. I am seeing that specifically McDonald's in Hawaii has a secret menu, but I don't think this is the same thing I was reading.
Oh boy. Can I get mine 4x4 Aloha style? I still love the, what was it, when they deciphered everything Bubble Bath said and determined that it was like a giant ass burger. It's like, no pickles on that burger should be the least of his worries.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then they made it on Binging with Babish. He basically had to make like a cardboard stand for it to like prop it up. 4x4 axle, no, 4x4 animal style. Burn it, let it cry. There's a lot of that. Bubble Bath's with Big Smoke's order. I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large. I think he was pulling his cheek up. He was doing like a marble mouth for that one. Let me see. I'll have 2 number 9s. Hold on a second.
I'll take 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, 2 number 45s, and a large soda.
Yeah, that was pretty good. The cadence and whatever you're doing with the mouth is correct.
Yep. Pulling out the back of my cheek.
Right.
Yeah, triple bossy. Take a double triple bossy deluxe on a raft, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze. Light axle grease, make it cry, burn it, and let it swim.
Nope.
Which are all like, which they all translated as like diner terminology.
The Hawaii's McDonald's has some kind of ramen.
Ooh.
Feels tempting.
Canadian Wendy's has chicky fingies.
Man, that's good. That sounds good. It looks to me like the Hawaiian secret menu plays more into how there's a fair number of Japanese folk in Hawaii, which checks out and makes sense.
Shadow Investigator, thank you for the raid. Boop.
I was gonna say that's a big reason why FF9 was made in Hawaii.
The ease of access.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reminded of the Reno 911 bit where in order to get free pizza, they would call in an order at a pizza place that was 30 minutes or less of your pizza's free and set the location to being like a place that was 35 minutes out. So the guy would start speeding and then the police would pull him over and take the pizza as evidence.
I shouldn't be hungry this late at night.
What was the one thing that they... I can't remember which McDonald's it was, but it was like...
Nope.
It was essentially like 2 buns and then like 16 slices of American cheese.
This, off the top of my head, it's the first time hearing about it.
McDonald's.
I don't remember this Nathan For You episode.
I swear, there was one where it's like... There it is. Burger King. It was Burger King. Burger King Thailand.
Oh.
Had a quote-unquote burger. How much cheese does this have on it? Latest food stunt to sweep the internet is the real cheeseburger from Burger King Thailand. 20 slices of American cheese on a bun with no sauce or meat.
Why?
I don't know. There was like somebody ordering it and they like took a bite out of it and it is just all cheese.
It's like we were asking if we could, we never thought if we should.
We never listened to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Did you stay up all night eating cheese?
I think I'm blind.
Your brother Asao, thank you for the raid. Boop. Double triple bossy, double triple 6 patties, bossy, all beef patties deluxe with everything on a raft, Texas toast instead of buns, 4x4, multiply the patties and the cheese slices by 4, animal style, patties cooked in mustard, pickles, grilled onions with additional spread, extra shingles, extra toast. Hold on a second. Let me throw the Pokeball before I read the rest of this. With a shimmy, jelly on the toast, and a squeeze with a glass of orange juice. Light axle grease, lightly buttered. Make it cry, extra onions. Burn it, well done the patties. And let it swim. Either means to go or with extra sauce. Well, he ate it there, so I'm assuming it was with extra sauce. What around
it's
here?
too late for this. I gotta call it.
All right.
So, and I have to get something to eat too, I guess.
Understood. Have a good night,
So,
Austin.
Yep, good night. Talk to you later.
Nope.
Was that there are 2 really good burger places I like here in Austin. P. Terry's, which is more or less an Austin chain, and Whataburger, which is a Texas chain. Both are good in their own right. Whataburger's got bigger portions. I like the flavor of P. Terry's burgers better, and their fries. But Whataburger's got better ketchup, and their portions are larger. Whataburger. It's more like Whataburger, but like it's got different pronunciations. WHATA burger. Whataburger. Because you're supposed to take a bite out of it and go, what a burger. Used to ask that now out of spite. You're not really asking, are you? Is there Shake Shack in Austin? Yeah. I haven't had Shake Shack in a while. The Shake Shack here is a real, like, bougie looking place. They also got Hop Dotty in Austin as well. I've only been once, and I don't really remember what it was like. Shake Shack is very expensive, yes. They do custards at yeah, they do custards at Shake Shack. Which is basically ice cream slash, like pudding slash ice cream slash milkshakes made with egg yolks. So it's got a much richer flavor to it. Come back when it's a little, richer. Oh yeah, Culver's knows good custard. Culver's also has one of the unhealthiest menu items I've ever seen, with their fried cheese curds. They are so good, but holy cow. I feel my arteries thickening with that one. Villain and Troy showed me Culver's. There happened to be one in Austin.
Nope.
And we went while they were visiting. One of my favorite places to go to in Austin is Cidercade. It's a barcade where the only drinks they really serve there are ciders, but they're really good. And then they like various other bar foods like pizza and wings and whatnot. It's $12 to go in, but all of the arcade games are free. They got a lot of stuff there. They got like an X-Men machine, a bunch of like different rhythm games, light gun games, classic arcade games, newer arcade games. They got a patio for like for dining if you just want to like sit outside and away from like all the noise of the arcade machines. If you go there, be careful when sitting outside, especially at night, because the raccoons are really looking for food. The baby raccoons are timid. They will come up and sort of like beg. They'll be like very small. When that doesn't work, the mama raccoon comes out and just jumps on the table and just takes whatever food you have there, whether you're sitting there or not. We had this one where, cause like, here's the thing, like, it's a bunch of drunk idiots at places like this. And so like they see the raccoons and like, oh cute, have a piece of pizza. So that's what causes like the babies to come up and beg. And then when that doesn't work, the mom comes up and is just like, fuck you, I'm taking this. I've witnessed firsthand a mother raccoon jumping up on one of the tables and taking half of a pizza away and just walking off with it. Hi, Bug. I'm almost done. Big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Seen raccoons are mistaking Cybertrucks for dumpsters and breaking into them. That's funny as hell.
Nope.
It's like, yeah, the raccoons are cute, but, you know, don't feed them. If I want to hug the raccoon, then I hope you like whatever diseases come with it. 2 more for the night. Cybertruck, to those who want to drive an N64 car. Cybertruck, to those who want to drive in a Halo Warthog on N64 graphics. Yeah, possums are awesome. Fun fact, their internal body temperature is too low for the rabies virus to survive. They just have like what we consider mean-looking faces. They don't have like the same kind of jowls or snoot that like a raccoon has. Plus they eat ticks. If you want a perfectly manicured lawn that's free of pests, you get a goat and you get a possum.
Nope.
Oh, chest nude, I wish you didn't say that. And you doing good? Yeah, he's napping. Part of the reason why I can't wait for Shiny Month to be over is so I have, like, days off where I can spend more time with him. God, what if they made the Mechonicus sword completely climbable in Xenoblade Chronicles 3? And you could, like, see the exact landmarks where you walked across in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Isn't the city literally where Galahad Fortress used to be? I haven't played Xenoblade 1 in so long, I don't remember. Can you see, like, pieces of Galahad Fortress, like, in that area? Galahad was higher up. I was hoping to be able to get it at the climax, but... Hey, Tom, hope you don't mind me tuning in so I don't feel so lonely. If you're not on my Discord, join it. You'll never be lonely again. That's some claim. Anonymous, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to the Star Walker. And
nope.
There's always that hope that the last one of the night will be the one. At any rate, we've finished up here. At the very least, I can see what new fan art is cropped up. I don't remember when we were talking about this, but okay. Well, I don't remember what, how do I, this is how I do it. Oh, I remember what the issue is. Hang on. Bleeg. Infinity! All right. From Bubblegum Cal, I started with the preference of King Tom Hearts. This is what I ended up on. My party members, I'm assuming that's me dual wielding Quagsire and Tom swords. I'm not entirely sure what the Heartless is down here. But my party members are Krug and Chauncey. What is the little Heartless thing supposed to be? You said you didn't like abstract postmodern art. Oh my god. So so we're fun. So essentially all the Super Paper Mario NPCs. Next up from Bubblegum Cal, here's a biblically accurate Quag. Let's provide let it provide the shiny as an act of providence. And then Steel Bouncer's take on the biblically accurate Quagsire. Be not afraid! I believe that is everything. Ooh. There are 3 days left of Shiny Month and I've got 200 more attempts to go. And considering my schedule this week, I'm probably gonna either do the last 100 session either on the 30th or the 31st. We'll see. I'm definitely taking August 1st off, though. Good lord, am I taking August 1st off. Okay. Let's find ourselves somebody to raid. Are you saying this time-traveling half-Saiyan from the future is my son? Well, that cat's out of the bag. Oh, wow, there's nobody online right now. I guess it is Sunday night. Let's raid this guy. We're gonna raid Sidearms, who's currently playing some Elden Ring. Give him some of that communist love, and I will see you all back here tomorrow for an early stream of Lethal Company, and then more shiny hunting. See you all then! Later!